Syria, a country of contrasts. Its landscape is dominated by an arid plateau, but in the northwest, where it borders the Mediterranean Sea, it is fairly green. The climate is dry and hot. The winters are mild, but because of the country's high elevation, snowfall does occur. Damascus, Syria's capital and largest city with approximately 3.8 million inhabitants. Located 80 kilometers inland from the Mediterranean Sea, it lies on a plateau 680 meters above sea level. Just 30 kilometers south of Damascus, near the village of Deir Ali, Siemens is building a combined cycle power plant, the Deir Ali Combined Cycle Power Plant. During the past few years, the demand for electricity in Syria has been growing continuously. Lately, the power consumption rises about 10% each year. In order to meet this increasing demand, the Syrian Ministry of Electricity decides in 2004 to build a combined cycle power plant. It asks the responsible authority, PEEGT, the Public Establishment of Electricity for Generation and Transmission, to award a suitable contractor. After successful negotiations, a consortium is set up for the turnkey project Deir Ali. In August 2006, the contract comes into effect and Siemens begins its construction works as the head of a German, Austrian and Syrian consortium.
As the general project manager for the consortium Deir Ali, I am able to confirm to both, to the customer and to the Siemens management, that the consortium has formed an outstanding partnership and is always working to the same goal, the successful completion of the Deir Ali project.
2 gas turbines, 1 steam turbine, 3 generators and a 120-meter dry cooling tower. In operation, Deir Ali power plant will generate 750 megawatts of electricity that PEEGT urgently needs. The main Syrian power supplier is also in charge of exchanging electricity with neighboring countries such as Jordan, Egypt and Libya. Keeping up with the limited time schedule, meeting all individual requirements, coping with special climate conditions. The construction of Deir Ali is a challenge that demands close cooperation and expertise of all consortium members. Siemens AG is not only the general consortium leader, it also supplies the Siemens components for power generation. The turbines, the generators, 3 main and 3 auxiliary transformers, as well as the electrical instrumentation and control equipment. Additional accessories such as the 400 kilovolt high voltage switchyard or high voltage transformer cables are shipped from various Siemens locations around the world.
The site team's job here in Deir Ali is very challenging for a number of reasons. These include the climate conditions and the special restrictions in Syria regarding the use of technical equipment and software. There are also cultural differences and different mentalities among the people who come from all over the world to work together at the Deir Ali site. It's a very complex project that demands personal dedication.
Replacing the initial consortium member Koch GmbH, Siemens Power Generation Anlagentechnik in Vienna is responsible for most of the engineering, as well as the purchase and supply of all balance of plant equipment. The Austrian technology company also provides the heat recovery steam generators, the cooling system, and the entire piping and cabling.
One of our major challenges is to integrate equipment that's supplied from all over the world in order to build a fully functional combined cycle power plant that meets the client's specific needs. Siemens Power Generation Anlagentechnik in Vienna does an excellent job of meeting that challenge.
The execution of the project at the actual site is handled by the Syrian company ASTI. Their experience and knowledge of the local market permits the smooth and efficient completion of all civil and underground works, as well as the entire erection of the power plant equipment. The construction work also includes the creation of an extensive housing colony for the prospective plant staff and more than 35 kilometers of pipes that feed the plant with water from distant wells.
Special measures had to be taken for the excavation work, since 90% of 105,000 cubic meters of soil was hard basalt rock. All in all, the quantity of material used in this power plant was massive. It included 80,000 cubic meters of concrete and 7,500 tons of concrete reinforcement, 7,000 tons of steel profile for the buildings, and 14,000 tons of steel profile for the cooling tower. More than 24 kilometers of buying material was laid. The length of cables used in the whole area amount to about 500 kilometers. During peak time, about 1,350 workers operated on site.
Despite the initial difficulties, all works that were required to operate the plant in open cycle mode were completed on schedule. Section 1 on May 17, 2008, Section 2 only 1 month later.
We are very satisfied with the progress of the construction works. The site team is highly motivated and hard-working. The collaboration with the consortium partner ASTE is also working well. We both learned a lot from each other and we have always managed to find successful solutions to any problem.
Deir Alaa is a combined cycle power plant in a 2x1 multi-shaft configuration. It consists of 2 dual F technology fuel gas turbines. The SGT-5 4000F with an electrical output of 238 megawatts each. At the exhaust flue gas side, a triple pressure vertical heat recovery boiler with natural circulation is connected. The steam turbine implemented is a type SST-5 5000 with an electrical output of 222 megawatts.
Coupled to the turbines are 3 identical air-cooled generators with 1 allocated transformer each. The flue gas of the gas turbines is routed to the heat recovery steam generator, passing diverter dampers with bypass stack. It does allow for completely independent open cycle operation.
Due to the dry and hot climate, the special Heller type was chosen for the main cooling system. The system, that is located at the cold end of the water-steam cycle, includes a 120-meter dry cooling tower.
This gigantic cooling tower is built of 14,000 tons of steel and about 4,000 tons of aluminium cladding. To give you an even better idea of the dimension, the erected cooling tower would actually cover the entire St. Stephen's Cathedral in Vienna, the town's most famous landmark.
Deir Alaa combined cycle power plant, a project of superlatives, not just with respect to the materials used. The turnkey project also includes comprehensive offshore training of the PEEGT staff, which amounts to 297 man-months. Designing, constructing and erecting the plant and all its facilities while consistently meeting all customers' needs. Once again, Siemens proves itself an experienced consortium leader and a strong partner for time-critical power generation projects, for individual requirements, for customers around the world. Siemens is ready whenever you are. Be sure to get in touch with us.